One very important quality in any leader is the ability to understand the needs of the people they lead. For over 1 billion people, this becomes quite the mammoth task. However, it seems that in the case of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the ability to understand people and their needs comes almost naturally to him. As the MP from Varanasi, he was quick to realize the difficulties faced by residents and tourists alike in and around the Gadolia market. His answer? A state-of-the-art and innovative multi-level parking.
Hello and welcome to New India Junction, and we are at the multi-level parking in Gadolia, Varanasi that was constructed recently. Earlier, it was impossible to commute at the Gadolia stretch, and this needed innovative parking solution due to restraint of space.
Today, let's look at how a better understanding of the people has enabled Narendra Modi, both as the Chief Minister and Prime Minister, to provide the best possible solutions. Elevators or lifts are something we're all familiar with. But what if I told you in Varanasi we now have elevators or vehicles as well? That's right, at the Gadolia multi-level parking, people use an elevator not just for themselves but also for their bikes. With 3 floors and a terrace, it seems to be a relief, right? Moreover, by having close to 4 dedicated levels at the Gadolia parking, efficiency of the space is almost quadrupled. In a heavily congested market space that is thronged by people throughout the day, such projects are nothing short of a blessing. But that's not all. Generator-backed power support at the parking assures that everything functions with or without direct power, meaning that under no circumstance will your time be wasted. The Gadolia parking is exactly what was needed for Varanasi. Given the swift progress of the Smart Cities mission, we can rest assured that this is just the beginning. But surely, this plan of giving the city a facelift can't be something new. Of course not. Like so many other concepts, this too has been synonymous with every Narendra Modi-led administration. In Ahmedabad, the economic center of Gujarat, heavy congestion on roads and frequent traffic jams were a common sight. Naturally, city residents faced problems regarding their commute almost on a daily basis. As Chief Minister, Narendra Modi realized the issue and before it got too late, launched the high-efficiency bus rapid transit system. The name? Janmarg or People's Boulevard. The Janmarg was developed after multiple and extensive analysis of people movements through the city, after which a dedicated network of lanes was developed for city buses on an equitable road-sharing model. What this means is that even when dedicated lanes were added for city transport buses, it did not mean that the size of roads for normal traffic was reduced. The work for this revolutionary transport system started as early as 2006, and the Ahmedabad BRTS was inaugurated in 2009. Within 3 years, it had achieved a 52% modal shift for passengers, meaning that almost half the people had shifted to public transport. And of course, even when it was a high-tech and advanced transit system, the economical pricing made it people-friendly, exactly like the name suggests. Soon enough, based on this success, the BRTS model moved to other cities like Rajkot and Surat as well. In the same regard, realizing the needs of the industrial and business sector, the Dholera Special Investment Region was started in 2009 by developing an area with ultra-modern infrastructure and amenities, strategically located between the industry-friendly cities of Ahmedabad, Baroda, Rajkot and Bhavnagar. The GIFT or Gujarat International Finance Tech City is another example of developing infrastructure even before it was needed. By the time such facilities are required, it would be all set and ready for people to simply move in. And of course, developing and modernizing state roads passing through urban centers and megacities under the Vikas Path Yojana is another example. Ever since Prime Minister Modi took charge of India's government, this idea of positive and people-centric development is now visible across the country. Take for example the recently inaugurated facilities at the new Gandhinagar station. The station now has a functional 5-star hotel, state-of-the-art facilities that are accessible to specially abled persons, and the building is even designed keeping climate change in mind. Realizing that archaic, cramped and inappropriate number of office spaces for MPs and almost all government officials were reducing efficiency, the Central Vista redevelopment project was started. The first of the newly constructed building for defense officials were handed over recently and will surely lead to maximized efficiency. Many such projects, be it Vande Bharat trains, the Udan scheme, the Atal tunnel, dedicated freight corridors, Bogeybill bridge, etc., are all based expressly on what is needed by the people. Such has been the working of a government that has at its helm Narendra Modi. Welfare of the people should be a priority for any government that claims to be of, by, and for the people. A fact that has been illustrated time and again by the Modi government, both in Gujarat and at the centre.